Hello, I'm Queen Natasha of the Indonesia channel in Jakarta, and this is your TIC News Break on the hour, every hour. Here's what's happening in Indonesia.
The Supreme Court of New South Wales has rejected a request by aircraft leasing entities Greylag Goose Leasing 1410 and Greylag Goose Leasing 1446 to wind up Garuda Indonesia in insolvency. The Ireland-based lessors have sued Garuda for allegedly failing to repay lease installments of their two aircraft. The Australian court in its November 28th ruling accepted Garuda's argument that he has the right to assert foreign state immunity as a body corporate closely tied to the Indonesian government. The news followed another ruling by the Paris Commercial Court that dismissed a bankruptcy request against the airline's entity Garuda Indonesia Holiday France filed by the same plaintiffs. Indonesia will appeal a World Trade Organization ruling favoring the European Union, which lodged a complaint against the country's decision to halt the export of nickel ores. After nickel, the government will also ban the export of other raw materials such as bauxite and tin to attract foreign investments in downstream industries in Indonesia. Indonesia had lost the nickel dispute at the WTO, but it won't deter the government from halting the export of raw commodities in favor of domestic downstream industries and processed commodities with a much higher value. The president claimed that his government's policies to restrict or ban the exports of raw materials proved beneficial to the national economy. The export of raw nickel generated revenue of just $1 billion 5 years ago, in comparison to the $20.8 billion the country earned from processed nickel export in 2021. State logistics agency Bulog considers buying rice from other countries because stock in its warehouse has dropped to just half of the government's targeted emergency rice reserve of 1.2 million tons. Bulog currently has nearly 598,000 tons of rice, while the government has tasked the agency to keep reserve at 1.2 million tons by the end of the year. Rice import is a sensitive issue that often puts the government under harsh criticism for its inability to secure food supplies in the rice-eating country.
In the financial markets, here's how stocks and the currency closed in Jakarta and around the region. If you're heading to Indonesia or traveling within the country, here's the weather forecast for major destinations. And that's what's happening in Indonesia. I'm Queen Natasha with your TIC News Break.